This is the most efficient way I know how to grade in Canvas. Let me show you how it's done. This method of grading is going to rely on rubrics and it's going to rely on SpeedGrader. We can use it in assignments and we can use it in discussions. I'll show you both today. It's really about lowering your workload so that you can get all the grading done and have a life. So I'm in assignments right now, so we can handle rubrics within assignments. We don't have to be in the rubrics tool. We can be in assignments. I'm in assignments and I'm going to add one to my rubrics and SpeedGrader assignment. So all you're going to do is just click on the title of it. Okay, so we're looking at the assignment. We do not need to go into the edit. We don't need to click that at all. We're just going to scroll down. In the lower left, we have a Create Rubric button. You can click on that. You will be taken to the Create Rubric screen. It's mostly self-explanatory. The setting we need to point out, though, is this checkbox here in the middle. Use this rubric for assignment grading. Check that box. That is the setting that enables rubrics to make your grading speed up. We need that box checked. So if you have rubrics already made on assignments, you can go and edit those and just double check that is the checkbox that's checked. I'm not going to make you watch me build a new rubric. Instead, I'll do a little cooking show trick and show you how that works. So back at the assignment screen, again at the bottom in the lower left, we have another button for Find Rubric. This opens up a panel and now we can go through all of our classes that we teach on Canvas. And we can dig through there and maybe we have a really good rubric that we want to reuse. We can just go find that. So here's my Create a Quiz rubric from a different class. I can just click the dot there and we'll add. And now that is the rubric I'm using on this assignment. And so with this tool, what you can start doing is standardizing your rubric. So maybe you have one good discussion rubric, one good research paper rubric, one really good case study rubric, and you can just reuse and share those throughout all your classes. You don't need to keep reinventing a rubric every time you create a new assignment. So I used that Find a Rubric tool, added this rubric to my assignment, and now I need to go double check that I have the most important setting on there. We're going to click the pencil icon. Oh, it's not on there. Use this rubric for assignment grading. Now this rubric will actually help me speed up my grading. We'll save a rubric in the bottom right, and we're good to go. Before I show you how rubrics work inside SpeedGrader, I first want to help you set up discussions in rubrics. So it's very similar to what we just looked at, but slightly different on the navigation. So I'm looking at a discussion right now. I'm not in the settings. In the upper right, I'm going to click on the three dots to see some more options, and then we'll have an Add Rubric. Okay, so that's kind of where the differences end. We have our Create Rubric button and our Find Rubric button, just like in assignments. They work the same way, and we have the same concern. We just need to make sure that box for using this rubric for assignment grading is checked. Same exact concerns there. If you already have a rubric attached to one of your discussions, same thing, three dots, but it's going to say Show Rubric instead, and then you can hit the pencil icon from there to double check you have the right setting. One last thing on discussions before I move on. If you are using the graded checkpoints feature to give your students multiple due dates, it's not going to be as quick as what I'm about to show you in SpeedGrader. So you're kind of left deciding, would you rather have the multiple due dates on discussion checkpoints, or would you rather be able to use rubrics and grade quickly? But just I want you to know this setting could cause a conflict with the rubric situation. Okay, now it's the moment we've all been waiting for. How do these rubrics actually work inside SpeedGrader? So I'm looking at my assignment. I'm just going to navigate to SpeedGrader. We're in SpeedGrader, and I'm looking at the student I need to grade. On the left, I have their work, and on the right, look, I have that rubric that I found earlier. I recommend clicking this middle gray bar here, clicking and holding and dragging, and that'll give you some more real estate to actually see your rubric. It will make the student work smaller, but that's how we're dealing with rectangles here. So I'm going through the student's work, making some judgments, and all I need to do to grade is just click on the box for the performance level on the rubric. It's automatically assigning that point on the right. If I scroll to the top, it is totaling it. So we're at 34 points, but it's not going into the overall assessment yet because I need to hit Submit Assessment. With that in there, now my 34 points is in the assessment box and the student has been graded. Along the way, I could also supply feedback. So I can do it by clicking on this little comment box. That'll do feedback for that criteria. Or if I want to do some overall feedback, I can do it at the bottom. All we need to do is click on the performance level boxes, and Canvas is doing all the math for us. So it can get easier yet. I'm in the Canvas mobile app on a phone or on a tablet. Looking at the same assignment, I see that one student needs grading, so I will tap on that number. It'll show me that the student needs grading. I will tap on their name. So we see our students' work at the top. We can scroll through it. And at the bottom, we can see here's our rubric, and we can just start tapping on the performance levels. The descriptors will come up as we see them. You can swap between them if you're stuck between judgments. And just as before, the points are totaling up at the top. When you're done, you hit done in the upper right.